Have you ever wondered if the daily bath you've trusted your whole life to keep you fresh, clean, and healthy could be harming you after 70? What if that steamy shower or long soak in the tub, the one you've counted on to wash away the day, is secretly drying out your skin, draining your energy, or even setting you up for a dangerous fall? It's a shocking thought, isn't it? Everything you've been taught about hygiene might flip upside down as you age, and the truth could change how you or your loved ones live every single day. In this video, we're ripping the curtain wide open on how often seniors should bathe, and trust me, it's not what you've heard your whole life. We're diving deep into thinner skin, hidden health risks, and a jaw-dropping shift in what cleanliness means past 70. Stick with us to the end, because you'll uncover 7 game-changing facts that could rewrite your entire approach to personal care. Facts that might save you from painful skin damage, unexpected infections, or a fall that could steal your independence. Plus, you'll discover one expert-approved trick so simple it'll blow your mind. A way to stay fresh and healthy without ever stepping into a slippery bathroom. Miss it, and you could miss out on a safer, more comfortable life for yourself or someone you love. Here's why you can't look away. We're exposing myths that have fooled us for decades, backed by hard-hitting science from places like the New England Journal of Medicine and the American Geriatric Society. You'll hear how your body's natural cleaning system might outsmart soap and water, why experts now say once or twice a week could be plenty, and how cutting back could boost your energy instead of leaving you wiped out. Whether you're over 70, caring for aging parents, or just planning for your future, this video could be the wake-up call you didn't know you needed. So let's get started. Your health, your safety, and your peace of mind are riding on what comes next. If you are not subscribed, I recommend subscribing and activating the notification bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support means a lot to me, and if you enjoyed this video, you can help me continue spreading the valuable lessons by liking and sharing it. If you like the topic of this video, please comment 1. If you don't, please comment 0. To let me know how I can improve and make better videos for you. Now, let's begin. 1. Daily baths can harm senior skin. As we journey through the inevitable passage of time, it becomes painfully clear that aging touches every part of our being, and the skin, our body's largest and most visible organ, bears the brunt of this transformation. When we reach the golden years of 70 and beyond, our skin begins a profound metamorphosis that goes beyond mere wrinkles. It's as though the skin begins to betray us, weakening and losing the vitality it once held. Decades of studies, including groundbreaking research from esteemed institutions such as the University of Pittsburgh and the University of California, San Francisco, have given us deep insight into how aging affects our skin. These studies have shed light on the complexity of the changes, revealing that, with each passing year, our skin becomes thinner, more fragile, and less capable of maintaining its integrity. The epidermis, the outermost layer of our skin, begins to lose its density. It's like a once vibrant tapestry slowly fraying at the edges, leaving the inner layers exposed. The dermis, the deeper layer beneath, is also impacted, as the decline in collagen and elastin production causes it to weaken, robbing the skin of its elasticity and strength. This slow but steady decline can feel like an emotional betrayal, especially when we look in the mirror and don't recognize the reflection staring back at us. The sebaceous glands that once produced the oils that kept our skin soft and plump now become sluggish, their output drastically reduced. This leaves our skin vulnerable, lacking the natural lubrication it once had. Sweat glands, too, follow suit, becoming less efficient at regulating moisture, which makes it even harder for our skin to maintain that soft, hydrated feeling we all took for granted in our younger years. It's a painful reminder that our bodies, once so resilient, are now quietly retreating into frailty. For seniors, the daily routine of bathing, once considered a simple act of self-care, can inadvertently become a source of harm. The very thing that was supposed to refresh and cleanse now has the potential to wreak havoc on already fragile skin. Hot water, aggressive soaps, and prolonged soaking, habits ingrained in our daily routines, become agents of destruction. Every shower or bath strips away the precious sebum, the natural oil that provides a barrier and protection to our skin, leaving it exposed and vulnerable to the harsh world around it. And it doesn't just stop there. This depletion doesn't just lead to minor discomfort, it triggers a cascade of harmful effects. Dryness sets in first, causing that tight, uncomfortable sensation, as if our skin is shrinking. For many, this is only the beginning. Persistent itching soon follows, like a constant reminder that something is wrong, making even the simplest tasks feel unbearable. As time goes on, this irritation can evolve into a more severe condition known as xerosis. This condition, which sounds as dry and painful as it is, transforms the skin into a rough, scaly surface, almost as though it's fighting a losing battle against the elements. Sometimes, cracks appear, tiny fissures that sting with every movement. These cracks aren't just uncomfortable, they are dangerous. They can bleed, inviting infections that may go unnoticed until they become severe. And if that wasn't enough, conditions like dermatitis can worsen, making the discomfort unbearable. Imagine feeling the sharp sting of your skin every time you move, or the humiliation of flaky skin catching on your clothes. The constant scratching and discomfort can drain your spirit, making life feel like a daily battle. For seniors with mobility issues, arthritis, or other physical limitations, the effort to bathe daily can already be exhausting. When you add the physical pain caused by overbathing, the experience becomes not just tiring, but overwhelming. It's a burden that weighs on both the body and the soul. Research has shown that hot water accelerates this damage by breaking down lipids, fatty compounds that are crucial for maintaining the skin's barrier. Meanwhile, alkaline soaps, which are often used out of habit, disrupt the skin's natural pH balance. This balance, which hovers around 4.5 to 5.5 in healthy skin, is vital for the skin's overall health and its ability to fend off harmful invaders. For seniors, this isn't just a matter of comfort or vanity, it's a serious health concern. Compromised skin struggles to fight off bacteria, fungi, or allergens, making it more susceptible to infections. It also hampers the healing process for chronic wounds, such as ulcers, which can worsen over time if left untreated. What started as a simple act of hygiene can, over the years, silently erode a senior's resilience. It's heartbreaking to realize that something meant to protect and refresh us could be contributing to our discomfort and vulnerability. And so, it's crucial to rethink how we approach bathing in our later years. The idea of daily showers might no longer be suitable or healthy for those of us who are growing older. We must begin to prioritize not just cleanliness, but the preservation of our skin's health, recognizing that our needs have changed, and our bodies deserve more care and understanding than ever before. 2. Less bathing lowers infection risk. In a world that often ties cleanliness to frequent washing, there's a surprising truth that could dramatically shift how we approach hygiene in our later years. For seniors over 70, it may be healthier to bathe less often. This might sound counterintuitive at first, but it's a revelation that's backed by solid science, emerging from respected sources such as the New England Journal of Medicine. The research is clear, and it is both eye-opening and comforting for our aging population. Seniors who reduce the frequency of their baths tend to suffer fewer skin tears, those seemingly small but dangerously significant rips in the skin that can lead to far more serious consequences. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 1 below to let me know that you are still here with me. Unlike youthful skin, which is often resilient and can heal from the occasional scrape in no time, aging skin is a different story. With age, our skin becomes thinner, fragile, and much slower to recover. The healing process slows dramatically, not just because of the natural passage of time, but due to decreased blood circulation, a weakened immune system, and a drop in the natural regeneration of skin cells. When the skin tears, it can't bounce back like it once could. These wounds, small as they may seem, become vulnerable points where bacteria can invade. The risk is alarming. A small cut in the skin can open the door to infections like cellulitis, abscesses, or even life-threatening conditions such as sepsis in the worst-case scenarios. It's a sobering thought, one that underscores the importance of being gentle with ourselves as we age. When we look at the connection between bathing habits and skin integrity, it becomes clear how simple routines can have profound impacts. Water and soap, when used too often, can strip the skin of its natural protective layer. This layer, made up of essential fats and oils, acts as a barrier that keeps moisture in and harmful elements out. Frequent showers, especially with hot water, can damage this layer, making the skin increasingly dry and fragile. On top of that, harsh soaps can break down the proteins in the skin, leaving it brittle and vulnerable. We all know how skin feels after a long, hot shower: tight, dry, and uncomfortable. This is more than just a nuisance. It's a reminder of how fragile our skin becomes with age. Scrubbing, too, which many of us associate with cleanliness, can put stress on aging skin. Each scrub, each rub, each attempt to cleanse our body adds pressure that weakens the skin further. The constant cycle of washing, drying, and scrubbing creates microabrasions, small breaks in the skin surface that, over time, become a gateway for harmful pathogens. It's like chiseling away at something delicate. The more often we expose the skin to this, the more likely we are to see those tiny, painful tears that take so long to heal and often come with a heavy cost. But here's the good news. For seniors, less frequent bathing can allow the skin to retain more of its natural oils and maintain its integrity. Bathing just a few times a week, perhaps every other day or 2 to 3 times a week, gives the skin the chance to rebuild and fortify itself. The body doesn't need constant washing to stay clean. Simple spot cleaning, using a damp cloth for areas like the underarms or groin, can do wonders to maintain hygiene without exposing the skin to the harshness of full body washing. This approach doesn't just prevent infections. It has profound benefits for overall well-being. Fewer skin tears mean less pain, fewer trips to the doctor, and fewer risks of complications that could turn into hospital visits. It's not just about comfort, it's about preserving the health and happiness of our elderly loved ones. For seniors with limited mobility or financial resources, avoiding unnecessary medical treatments and potential hospitalizations can be a game changer. By embracing this more thoughtful approach to hygiene, we're not just protecting our skin, we're safeguarding our quality of life. So, the next time we think about cleanliness, maybe it's time to remember that less can be more. Caring for ourselves gently and wisely is, after all, the best way to age gracefully and stay healthy for as long as possible. 3. Falls are a bigger threat than dirt. For seniors, the bathroom is not just a place for grooming and personal care. It's a potential danger zone, a lurking hazard where a simple slip can shatter not only physical health but also the precious independence they've worked their whole lives to maintain. I'm not just talking about the obvious dangers, like slippery floors. It's the subtle, daily risks that most of us don't think twice about, but that can be life-changing for older adults. The American Geriatric Society has sounded the alarm on this issue, calling attention to the devastating fact that falls are one of the leading causes of injury and even death in seniors. And the statistics? They're truly sobering. According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, CDC, more than 1 in 4 adults over the age of 65 experiences a fall every year, and those falls contribute to millions of emergency room visits, countless fractures, and thousands of fatalities. This is not a distant statistic. It's a reality that many families live with every day. For those over 70, the threat is even more significant. Muscle strength gradually fades, reflexes slow down, and conditions like arthritis, neuropathy, and osteoporosis slowly rob the body of its ability to maintain balance and stability. A bathroom, typically a space meant for self-care and comfort, becomes a veritable minefield for seniors who are already struggling with mobility. Wet, slippery surfaces, such as glossy tiles slick with soap suds or a smooth tub that's like ice, create an environment that heightens the chances of a dangerous fall. The thing is, this danger isn't always immediately obvious. Every single day, seniors are unknowingly exposed to it simply through their bath or shower routine. When you factor in the foggy steam, the heat that clouds clarity, and the physical fatigue that often sets in after a long day, the risks are amplified beyond what we can see on the surface. What might seem like an ordinary trip to the shower can be fraught with peril. Think about the motions. Stepping over a tub ledge, trying to balance on one leg just to get in, or making the awkward, slippery exit while still dripping wet. In moments like these, the possibility of a fall is much higher than most realize. And then consider the times when seniors bathe, during those groggy mornings or exhausted evenings, when fatigue already lowers one's reaction time. The American Geriatric Society emphasizes that this is precisely when falls are most likely to happen, making routine baths riskier than most people imagine. A fall in this environment isn't just a minor injury. It can mean a broken hip, a traumatic brain injury, or even the kind of life-changing spiral that makes independence a distant dream. And that, in itself, can be the difference between staying in the comfort of one's own home or being forced into assisted living. When we weigh this, it's clear that we should be far more concerned about the risks associated with bathing than we are about maintaining an immaculate appearance. It's not about smelling fresh every day or maintaining a specific standard of hygiene. It's about protecting life and preserving independence. For older adults, reducing the frequency of baths, like showering just once or twice a week, paired with sponge baths to maintain cleanliness, can slash the chances of a fall in half. Imagine that a simple change in routine can significantly decrease the number of high-risk bathroom visits. The exchange is simple but profound. Cleanliness cannot outweigh safety. Dirt, sweat, or body odor carry far less weight compared to the gravity of a fractured bone or worse. When a senior lives alone or has minimal support, the consequences of a fall can be catastrophic, not just for their health but for their overall well-being. It's not just about the fall. It's about the emotional and mental toll it takes, not to mention the crushing loss of autonomy. I cannot stress enough how important it is to prioritize safety over an arbitrary hygiene standard. Simple adaptations, like installing grab bars, using non-slip mats, and even considering seated showers, can help, but the core solution remains the same: reduce the exposure to that treacherous environment by reducing the frequency of baths. We have to recalibrate our priorities. The statistics back this up, as studies have shown that fall prevention strategies that focus on reducing unnecessary risks lead to meaningful declines in injury rates for older adults. In short, this isn't just common sense. It's a life-saving decision that should be embraced across the board. For your body cleans itself. Yes. I know it sounds almost too good to be true, but the truth is, your body is equipped with an extraordinary self-cleaning system that doesn't need soap, hot water, or a daily shower to work. It's an awe-inspiring biological miracle, one that's been perfected over millions of years of evolution. Our skin isn't just a passive barrier. It's an intricate, self-sustaining ecosystem that keeps us healthy, balanced, and, believe it or not, clean. For seniors, whose skin is naturally more fragile and delicate, overbathing can disrupt this delicate balance and harm the very defenses that protect their skin. Scaling back on showers and allowing the body to do its job is not just practical. It's often the healthiest choice. It's as if the body knows exactly what it needs, without the harsh interference of unnecessary washing. This remarkable self-cleaning system is largely driven by the skin microbiome, a thriving community of microbes, including bacteria, fungi, and even microscopic mites that live on our skin's surface. And no, these aren't the bad germs we're taught to fear. Many of these microbes are vital to our health. Species like Cutibacterium acnes and Staphylococcus epidermidis are hard at work, consuming dead skin cells, excess oils, and sweat, and turning them into harmless byproducts that keep our skin fresh and healthy. They even produce antimicrobial compounds that defend against harmful bacteria like Staphylococcus aureus, which can cause infections. It's like having an army of tiny defenders working tirelessly to protect your skin. But when we wash too much, especially with harsh soaps and hot water, we're wiping away these protectors, and our skin is left vulnerable to irritation and infection. Seniors are particularly sensitive to this because, as they age, their skin naturally produces less oil, and their microbiome diversity diminishes. Overbathing, especially using high pH soaps or harsh scrubbing, can upset this fragile balance, leading to dryness, eczema, allergic reactions, or worse. Research from dermatology journals backs this up, showing that excessive washing can leave seniors' skin raw and vulnerable. That's why reducing shower frequency and using gentle, pH-balanced cleansers when necessary can allow the skin to maintain its natural equilibrium. The truth is, odor concerns often arise from areas like the armpits or groin, which can be easily managed with a quick, targeted wash. The rest of the body? Let it do its thing. For older adults, this approach isn't just a small convenience, it's a game changer. It reduces the physical toll of frequent showers, preserves the skin's natural defenses, and respects the body's wisdom. Historical context reinforces this too. For centuries, humans thrived with minimal bathing, relying on nature's design to maintain health and cleanliness. Seniors today can take a lesson from history, trusting their body's natural rhythm to preserve the skin's integrity. The bottom line here is that stepping back from the soap might just be the best thing you can do for your skin. The body knows what it's doing. Sometimes, less truly is more, and trusting in the body's incredible ability to clean itself is an act of both wisdom and self-care. 5. Experts say once or twice a week is enough. Prepare yourself for a revelation that could completely alter everything you've been taught about personal hygiene. The mainstream narrative that we need to shower or bathe daily is being challenged by leading experts in geriatrics and dermatology, who now recommend that seniors, especially those over 70, bathe only once or twice a week. This might sound shocking, even unsettling, but bear with me. This recommendation isn't about abandoning personal hygiene or letting cleanliness slide. Far from it. It's a carefully considered, science-backed shift designed to meet the unique needs of aging skin and bodies. Imagine for a moment a world where we're not constantly washing away our natural oils and stripping away the protective layers of our skin. For years, we've been taught that a daily scrub is the gold standard, but now, experts are calling for a profound reassessment. This isn't neglect, it's a compassionate response to the reality of aging. Aging skin, as we know, becomes thinner, drier, and more delicate. Overwashing can cause more harm than good. Overzealous scrubbing and steaming showers can exacerbate dryness, trigger skin irritation, and even increase vulnerability to infections. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 2 below to let me know that you are still here with me. This shift in perspective is more than just about hygiene. It's about aligning our care routines with the true needs of our bodies as we age. We are at a point where we must finally acknowledge that what works for younger, more resilient skin doesn't work for us as we grow older. The advice from experts at renowned institutions such as Johns Hopkins University and the American Academy of Dermatology is clear. Frequent bathing isn't a one-size-fits-all necessity, especially for older adults. Instead, the focus should be on personalized care, taking into account each individual's health condition, activity levels, and comfort. Think about it. A sedentary retiree who spends most of their day sitting inside won't need to bathe as frequently as someone who's out gardening or playing with their grandchildren. For those with chronic conditions or specific needs, like incontinence or wounds, targeted cleaning is essential, but a full-body soak isn't always necessary. This tailored approach is a far cry from the rigid, one-size-fits-all hygiene rules we've been taught to follow. The truth is, frequent bathing has been driven less by medical need and more by marketing, from soap commercials to beauty ads. They've ingrained in us the idea that more is always better, but science is telling us otherwise. The evidence is now undeniable. Overbathing can be detrimental. Studies have shown that excessive bathing increases the risk of skin breakdown, irritation, and even the development of pressure sores, particularly in frail adults. This isn't just a matter of looking good. It's about protecting our skin, preserving its natural defenses, and reducing the chances of developing painful, inconvenient conditions that could have been avoided. And the best part? Reducing the frequency of baths doesn't have to mean sacrificing cleanliness. A quick wipe down of essential areas, such as the face, hands, and groin, is all that's needed to stay fresh between baths. Odor, the most common reason people feel compelled to bathe daily, can be easily managed with deodorant, a change of clothes, or a quick wash of select areas. This approach isn't about cutting corners or neglecting self-care. It's about listening to our bodies, adjusting our routines, and embracing what science and common sense tell us is best. It's a reminder that sometimes, less really is more. By bathing less frequently, we allow our skin to preserve its natural moisture, energy to be conserved, and health to thrive in a way that's smarter, not harder. 6. Daily baths can exhaust seniors. At first glance, bathing may seem like a simple, even mundane task. But for seniors, particularly those over 70, it can feel more like a physically exhausting marathon. Many of us might not realize how draining a daily shower or bath can be, but for those with aging bodies, it can quickly become a taxing ordeal. The Journal of the American Medical Association, JAMA, brings this reality into sharp focus, shedding light on how bathing, something most of us take for granted, can be a significant physical burden for older adults. Imagine this. The simple act of standing under a shower stream or stepping into a bathtub, things we did with ease in our younger years, now becomes a grueling test of endurance. As we age, our muscles weaken, our joints stiffen, and our stamina decreases. What was once routine now feels like a Herculean effort. That daily bath, meant to rejuvenate, instead drains precious energy that could be better used elsewhere. Scaling back to once or twice a week isn't just a recommendation, it's a life-changing choice, helping transform bath time from a burdensome chore into a manageable, even enjoyable, ritual. The physical toll of bathing on seniors is multifaceted and often underestimated. For those with heart conditions or poor circulation, the heat of a shower can cause blood vessels to dilate, leading to a dangerous drop in blood pressure, dizziness, or even fainting. For those struggling with chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, COPD, or other respiratory issues, the steamy air can be suffocating, leaving them gasping for breath. And let's not forget the pain of arthritis, which affects nearly half of all adults over 65. For seniors with arthritis, every movement, bending down to wash feet, reaching to scrub the back, can cause severe discomfort. Even the seemingly simple act of stepping in and out of the tub requires a level of balance and strength that may no longer come easily. If neuropathy has dulled the sensation in the feet, the risk of slipping or falling increases dramatically. The toll doesn't stop once the bath is over. Toweling off, drying hard-to-reach spots, and getting dressed after the bath can drain what little energy remains. It's not uncommon for some seniors to be so wiped out after a shower that they need to lie down, forgoing meals, missed activities, or even social engagements in the process. The impact is clear. Daily bathing can rob seniors of the energy they need to fully engage in life. But reducing the frequency of showers isn't about surrendering independence. On the contrary, it's about preserving energy and improving quality of life. With fewer baths, seniors can redirect their efforts into more meaningful activities, like playing with grandchildren, enjoying hobbies, or simply having the strength to engage with friends and family. Studies corroborate this. Lowering the frequency of baths leads to less fatigue, improved mood, and an overall sense of well-being. The mental benefits are just as profound as the physical ones. Less frequent bathing allows seniors to reclaim their vitality, giving them the strength to live more fully, to savor their days, and to leave behind the drain of a daily ritual that no longer serves them. This isn't a compromise. It's a reclaiming of joy, independence, and the energy to live life to the fullest. 7. Hygiene isn't just about bathing. Hygiene, it's not just about taking a daily bath, and this realization is more liberating than you might imagine, especially for our beloved seniors. Society has long ingrained the idea that cleanliness is synonymous with a full-body soak, but for those aging gracefully, that notion can be a cultural relic, outdated and unnecessarily rigid. The truth is, it's not about the quantity of water, but the quality of care you give your body. And what if I told you that by moving away from the daily bath, you could embrace a more thoughtful, personalized approach to hygiene that protects your dignity, health, and well-being? Let's take a moment to reframe what hygiene truly means in the context of aging. We all know the common practice: a hot shower every day to feel fresh and clean. But for seniors, that routine might feel like an impossible task at times. A traditional full-body bath is not only physically exhausting, it can be downright dangerous. The reality is that many seniors face physical challenges like arthritis, balance issues, and sensitive skin, making daily bathing a risky, unnecessary ordeal. This is why alternatives like wet wipes, hand washing, oral care, fresh clothing, and regular grooming are not just practical, they are transformative. Picture the relief of knowing you can still feel clean, refreshed, and respected, without needing to stand in a slippery tub or wrestle with a shower head. This isn't about lowering standards. It's about rethinking what it means to care for yourself as you age. It's about redefining cleanliness to match the realities of your body and your life. Let's explore the power of these alternative methods. Wet wipes, those simple yet brilliant little tools, are a godsend for seniors. With their soft, pre-moistened fabric, they allow you to clean sensitive areas like the underarms, groin, or face in a way that's gentle and effective. No need for a shower or even a rinse. Just a quick, easy wipe that leaves you feeling refreshed. They're kind to fragile skin, and they eliminate the need for that awkward struggle in the bathroom. It's a quick moment of care, without the exhaustion or risk. Hand washing may seem simple, but its importance can't be overstated. It's one of the best ways to keep germs at bay, particularly for seniors who are more susceptible to infections. Washing your hands after touching doorknobs, eating, or touching your face can help reduce the spread of germs without needing to bathe the entire body. And let's not forget about oral care, which can sometimes be overlooked in the rush to scrub the body. Brushing your teeth, flossing, and rinsing with mouthwash aren't just about fresh breath. They're essential steps to preventing disease and maintaining overall health. These little actions keep you feeling clean, confident, and in control. Let's talk about clothes for a moment. A fresh shirt and a pair of comfortable, breathable fabrics can make all the difference in how you feel. Clothes that wick away moisture keep you feeling fresh, and a quick comb through your hair or a gentle wipe down makes you look polished and ready to take on the day. And for those who want to feel even more confident, a spritz of body mist or a dab of deodorant can be a small but powerful finishing touch that enhances your sense of well-being. This isn't about avoiding hygiene. It's about making it fit you, your body, and your needs. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 2 below to let me know that you are still here with me. Now, think about the seniors in your life. Your parents, grandparents, or maybe even yourself. Picture an 80-year-old with shaky hands or painful joints. Does it make sense to force them into a daily bath, risking a fall in the tub? No, of course not. What if they could still feel just as clean, refreshed, and dignified, with less effort and far less risk? That's the beauty of this approach. Whether it's using dry shampoo to keep hair fresh or wiping down with a warm washcloth to stay comfortable, these methods are about safety and self-care. For those living in colder climates, where a wet head or chilly bathroom could increase the risk of sickness, these alternatives can feel like a warm embrace compared to a cold, uncomfortable shower. But don't just take my word for it. Studies from leading health organizations support this shift. Research in geriatric nursing has shown that seniors who adopt these bathing alternatives often feel just as clean and socially presentable as those who bathe daily, with fewer skin problems and greater emotional well-being. Using such alternatives can preserve dignity, especially for those with caregivers. It gives them a sense of control over their hygiene routine, instead of forcing them into a rigid schedule that may not be practical or comfortable. Hygiene is no longer about following a prescribed set of rules. It's about what works for you. There's another important point to consider. Seniors over 70 might be unknowingly harming themselves by adhering to the daily bath routine. Frequent bathing can strip the skin of its natural oils, leaving it dry, cracked, and irritated. And the risk of falls in the bathroom is far greater than any possible dirt or sweat. Aging skin requires gentler care, and the body's natural processes, like shedding skin cells and supporting beneficial bacteria, thrive when given a little space to breathe. Less frequent bathing, maybe once or twice a week, isn't just a personal preference. It's supported by science. Dermatologists and geriatric experts agree that reducing the frequency of baths can prevent skin issues, reduce the risk of falls, and make seniors feel more energized. Many studies show that the body's natural defenses are stronger when it isn't constantly stripped of its oils. Imagine waking up with skin that's still soft and supple, without the discomfort of cracked, dry patches. Imagine mornings free from the exhaustion of bathing, and instead, having energy left for the things that matter, like a walk in the park or a chat with a loved one. It's not just about lowering the amount of water used, it's about using less water to live better. What if we embraced a more flexible, realistic approach to hygiene? One that doesn't rely on outdated traditions, but instead celebrates the wisdom of our bodies, our time, and our health? And the beauty of this approach? It's personal. A marathon-running 75-year-old may have different needs than someone who's more sedentary, just as someone who lives in a humid climate might need different routines than those in colder regions. That's why it's important to consult with a healthcare provider, whether for yourself or a loved one, to create a routine that works for you. They can help you strike the perfect balance between medical advice and personal comfort. This isn't just a change of habit. It's a revolution in self-care. It's a gentle reminder that hygiene isn't about what society tells you to do. It's about honoring your body and your unique needs. By shedding the outdated burden of daily baths, seniors can step into a healthier, safer, and more vibrant way of aging. It's a life that respects the body's wisdom, rather than clinging to outdated rules. So let's make the shift. Less water, less risk, more life. This is the unexpected gift that comes with bathing less, and it's a truth worth embracing. And as you reflect on this, think of the seniors in your life, and know that embracing this new approach could be the first step to a happier, healthier, and more comfortable future. As we wrap up today's video, I want you to take a moment and reflect on everything we've discussed. We've gone through how redefining hygiene and stepping away from outdated bathing rituals can unlock a healthier, more vibrant life, especially for our seniors. What have you learned so far? Is it the power of wet wipes and hand washing over daily baths? Or maybe it's the importance of honoring the body's wisdom, finding smarter alternatives, and preserving dignity as we age. I'd love to hear from you. Comment below and share just one thing you've learned today that you'll be bringing into your life or that of a loved one. How will you apply this newfound knowledge to make your hygiene routine smarter and safer? If you enjoyed this video, please leave your comment below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more insightful content. Thank you for watching, and I look forward to hearing your thoughts.